Hello. Yes?
Is Miss Gardner there?
Who's that?
Stephen Kendall. I knew your brother.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the name.
Stephen Kendall. We have met.
Mr. Kendall. Oh, how stupid of me, of course. You write for the newspapers, don't you?
I scribble a daily column.
But haven't you had a success with the novel?
Well, for a first, I can't complain.
You must forgive me if I sounded rather vague just
I
now.
understand. Perhaps I shouldn't have called you, but I'm afraid I couldn't get to the funeral. I hope everything was...
Yes, I haven't been in long.
Miss Gardner? Miss Gardner?
I'm sorry. Do forgive me, Mr. Kendall.
Perhaps I ought to ring off.
No, please. Look, you probably think I'm being very childish, but could you come here as soon as possible?
Why?
I can't explain over the phone.
Well, would later this evening do?
No, it's essential you come now. Later would be pointless.
Are you ill?
No. Oh, look, if you can't manage it, doesn't matter.
No, I'll come over. I'll be with you as soon as I can. You're in Medvale Square, aren't you?
Yes, the small house at the end, number 23. I feel awful about dragging you down here, Mr. Kendall. I must have sounded quite hysterical.
Well, distraught.
I'm afraid Lewis's death has been a great shock to me.
Naturally.
And the shock can affect people in extraordinary ways, can't it?
Yes, I suppose it can.
I've always looked on myself as being rather down to earth. I don't usually go about imagining things.
Now, what's all the mystery?
Would you come into Lewis's study?
Yes, of course.
You remember this room, Mr. Kendall?
Vaguely. Sometime since I was here.
Can you smell anything unusual?
Unusual? Well, there's a smell of cigars.
Lewis's. Quite noticeable, isn't it?
Oh, the smell of cigars can linger for months.
And the smoke?
Smoke? I'm sorry.
Mr. Kendall, when I got back from the funeral, this study was full of smoke.
Sure.
And that's not all. The furniture's been moved around.
Moved?
I changed things around slightly. The chairs, the settee, that small table. It's all back as it was.
Are you certain?
Absolutely.
Is this the only room that's been disturbed?
No. Lewis's bedroom. There's cigar smoke in there, too.
Anything missing?
I've had a quick look around. Certainly nothing of any value. I was thinking of calling the police.
Why didn't you?
I've had enough of them to last me a lifetime. From the moment Lewis was found, they were in and out like flies.
But the coroner was never in doubt. Misadventure.
Yes. I can still hear him. A safe dose of barbiturate may become lethal in the presence of alcohol.
Did you know that Lewis was drinking heavily?
Not really. I knew he was distressed about something. Wouldn't talk about it. Odd. He was so close at one time, but lately...
You've no idea what was wrong?
No. It's all so puzzling. You know, when I got back from the funeral, I got the feeling he was in the house. Oh, I know it's quite ridiculous. Perhaps I did imagine the smoke and probably moved the furniture without thinking. There can't be any other explanation, can there?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes extraordinary things do happen. I'm no expert in these matters, but I've a friend who is. Perhaps...
You mean Mrs. Bayliss, do you?
Yes. Have you met her?
No. I've wanted to. Lewis went on at great length about her. I believe he met her at one of your parties, didn't he?
Very likely.
Some sort of medium, isn't she?
Yes, with extraordinary powers.
Now, don't tell me you believe in that kind of thing.
Psychic phenomena have been experienced at seances and confirmed by reliable, intelligent people.
You included.
Now, I'm not a spiritualist. I've been along, found it interesting. Have you ever been to a seance?
No. If I'm to be honest, I tried to discourage Lewis, but he was terribly keen.
Well, you should go along. It might explain what happened here today.
You don't mean that...
I do.
Well, what do you think she'd say, Mrs. Bayliss?
Oh, probably suggest it's an attempt to establish contact.
By Lewis?
I'm only guessing.
Well, I've certainly been curious to meet her. Would she see me, do you think?
I think I could arrange it. Might not be for a day or two, but if you're still puzzled by Lewis's death, she might give you the answer.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes. What is it?
I'm looking for flat number 17. It's on this floor, isn't it? It's Mrs. Bayliss I want.
The door at the far end.
Oh, the one that you... You know her, do you?
Yes. Now, would you excuse me? I'm afraid I'm in rather a hurry.
Oh, forgive me. I say, the lift's here if you want it. Flat 17. Ah, Mrs. Baylis?
Yes?
Dr. Fletcher.
You're very prompt, Doctor. Do come in.
Thank you.
The room opposite.
Oh, thank you.
You look surprised, Doctor. My furnishing's so ghastly.
No, extremely pleasant. It's just that I was expecting,
What were you expecting?
well, visiting a clairvoyant, I suppose a touch of the mysterious, incense, soft lighting, signs of the zodiac.
I've disappointed you.
No, on the contrary. I think I'm somewhat relieved. Well, what happens now? I've never been to a clairvoyant before. Not sure what I'm doing here now.
A typical Sagittarius.
Huh?
Skeptical, exacting. You were born at the beginning of December, weren't you?
The 14th.
And you're a scientist, aren't you? You're 62 years of age and at present living in a small cottage in East Rawlesley. Until your retirement a year ago, you were engaged on some research work at Cambridge.
I see. You've been doing a spot of research work too.
Oh, I'm not denying it.
What?
Oh, it's surprising how much one can discover about people, particularly professional people, by referring to the appropriate who's who or the local newspapers. Many clairvoyants are nothing more than first-rate private detectives and astute observers. For example, I can see that suit you're wearing wasn't cut in Rawlesley. I might hazard a guess at your income.
I shouldn't if I were you.
But you do drive an expensive car.
How do you know that?
I saw you parking from the window.
But you can't always judge by the outward show. No, that car was my late wife's.
You puzzle me, Doctor. A scientist, coming here. You must have an important reason.
Desperation.
But you're very skeptical, aren't you?
Yes, I am. So much trickery.
Do you think I'm a fake?
I never reach a conclusion without evidence. But I must say I do find you rather disarming. Probably biological.
I'm sorry?
Well, you're an attractive woman that's bound to affect one's judgment.
Oh.
And I must admit, I'm a little less sceptical than I was when I arrived. Which reminds me, a young woman passed me as I came out of the lift. Tall, fair, rather athletic.
Sounds like Hilary Sands. You know her?
No. Seemed rather upset, I thought.
Really? She was all right when she left me. Can I offer you anything? A cigarette?
No, thanks. Just advice. That's what I'm after. Perhaps I should explain why I wrote.
I'd rather you didn't for a moment. I prefer to rely on extrasensory impressions. But try and understand, if I've any gifts, they're quite outside my control. It would be wrong of me to make any rash promises.
Extraordinary. This admission that you're fallible, I find it quite refreshing.
Oh, did you bring that article?
Article?
Of your wife's?
Oh, yes, I have it here. Ring.
May I?
Certainly. What are you going to do exactly? I expected some kind of séance.
That'll probably come later.
Ah.
At the first interview, I prefer to do what we call object reading. I find I can gain impressions from handling some article of the deceased.
You really can?
Please, don't ask me to give you a scientific explanation. I can't. It's a charming ring. I imagine she had small and slender hands.
Yes.
Now, I have the impression of a somewhat frail, unhappy woman with long, dark hair.
That's remarkable. My wife was dark. I'm sorry. Do go on. What is it, Mrs. Baylis?
I'm not certain. I have a feeling, a sensation of salt, suffocation. No drowning. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have disconnected that before we started. Excuse me, would you?
Of course.
Mrs. Baylis? Oh, Stephen. Yes, I'm afraid you have. No, go on. The next seance? Towards the end of the week, I should think. Who? Alice Gardner. Well, come along by all means if you think she needs moral support. But I'd like to see her on our own beforehand. Yes, well, I'll let you know. Goodbye. I'm sorry about that, Dr. Fletcher.
Mrs. Baylis, that feeling you had just now of water, of drowning. My wife did drown, you know. She fell overboard on a cruise.
Yes, I did know that, Dr. Fletcher. Nothing psychic. Though, well, I think I know why you're here.
You do?
I gather you wish to make contact.
Huh?
With the deceased.
Yes, I suppose I do.
I'll probably be holding a séance on Friday afternoon. You'd like to attend?
There'll be others present?
2 or 3. I hope you appreciate it can sometimes be a very shattering experience, particularly in your circumstances.
Sorry, I don't quite follow you.
Well, from the impressions I received just now, it was apparent that your relationship with your wife was not an amiable one. Oh, Stephen, you're early. I'm not quite ready.
Must look our best to greet the dear departed.
Is that meant to be funny? Oh, isn't Alice Gardner with you?
No, she said she'd make her own way. I thought I'd better be here by the time she arrived. By the way, did you see her yesterday?
For a short while.
Well, what did you make of it? The goings-on at the house?
Don't know. If you want the truth, I'm not sure whether I trust her.
Can you ever trust anyone?
Now, enough of that. The novel's doing very nicely, I hear.
Yes, third reprint. Pity I've got to go on churning out that daily rubbish.
Well, we all have our crosses. Should I take your coat?
No, don't worry about me. You finish off. I'll be all right.
I hope I haven't held things up, Mr. Kendall.
No, 4 means 4:15, Miss Gardner. There's always a gathering for coffee first.
How many of us will there be?
5, I gather, including Mrs. Bayliss.
Who's the fair girl over there?
Oh, that's Hilary Sands, Olympic athlete, you know.
Really?
Yes, and the gent gulping his coffee is Dr. Fletcher. He's a scientist.
An odd assortment to find at a séance.
One thing in common, though. All hoping for contact with some deceased relative.
You know, it's gone 15:15.
They'll wait. The relatives, I mean.
You know, Mr. Kendall, I don't believe you take this very seriously.
Well, it's not my first seance.
Just curiosity, is it?
Partly.
If you must know, I'm terrified.
Surely not.
Supposing I did make contact with Lewis, do you think the truth would come out?
The truth?
About his death?
Well, isn't that why you're here?
Yes, I suppose it is. Look, do you think you could get me a little more coffee?
Yes, certainly.
Would you care for one of these biscuits, Miss Sands, isn't it?
No, thank you. It's Mrs. Sands, actually, though I'm a widow.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm Dr. Fletcher. We met briefly in the corridor a day or so ago.
Oh, yes.
Have you been to one of these shindigs before?
Not here.
It's quite nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I can't think why. Spiritualism has no scientific basis.
Well, then why are you here?
Well, in spite of my scientific training, I've several human weaknesses. I'm mercenary and I'm gullible. What's your excuse?
Despair. Incurable despair.
Oh, I am sorry. I'm sorry if I was flippant just now.
That's all right.
Ladies, gentlemen, I think it's time we started. Now, if you've finished with your cups, I'll just move this tray out of the way.
No, it's all right. I'll take it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Kendall. Now, Mrs. Sands, would you like to sit over here on my left?
Thank you.
And we'll have Dr. Fletcher this side of the table on my right.
Here?
Please. Miss Gardner, next to Dr. Fletcher.
Very well.
And Mr. Kendall between the 2 ladies.
Oh, thank you.
Some of you, I expect, have been to seances before. But procedures vary. Now, I'll just put on the light and draw the curtains. I prefer to conduct my seances in the dark. It's less distracting for the sitters and enables me to concentrate. Once we begin, I must ask you not to talk unless you are addressed personally. I lock the door as a matter of habit. As you may know, the shock of any kind of interruption in a trance state can be extremely dangerous. Now, if you'll all take your seats. Make yourself comfortable. I'll switch off the lights and put on some music. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to my next instructions carefully. I want you to raise your hands and place them firmly on the table in front of you. The tips of your fingers touching your neighbor's. And the couple either side of me will touch my hands to form a complete circle. When you have done this, do not move or raise your hands from the table. Now let us begin. You may have noticed a slight drop in room temperature. This invariably indicates a presence. But please, whatever happens, remain calm and relaxed. Yes. I think... Yes. I think I feel a presence. Oh, please. Absolute silence. Yes. There is someone here. Someone who is anxious to... Mr. Kendall. What's happening?
Quiet, please.
She gone into a trance or what?
Mr. Kendall.
Miss Gardner, please.
Mr. Kendall, can't you... The smell.
What?
Cigar smoke.
What's wrong, Miss Gardner?
Nothing.
I said, Kendall, what's happening? You think she's passed out, Mrs. Bayliss?
She's so still.
Now, just be patient.
Oh, look, I can't stand this a minute longer.
Mrs. Sands, if she's in a trance, we don't want to give her a heart attack.
But we can't sit here all day.
I agree. What do you say, Kendall? Do we put on the light?
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
Yes. Yes, she's fainted, I think. No, I shouldn't touch her, Mrs. Sands. Leave it to me. Mrs. Bayliss. Mrs. Bayliss.
Doctor, I don't think she's breathing.
No, don't let's panic. She's obviously passed out.
No, Kendall. Afraid not. This woman's dead.
What?
Oh, don't talk.
I'm serious, Kendall. There's no doubt. She's dead.
But she can't be.
No, for heaven's sake, don't touch her. Best thing would be to call the police, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
Did she leave the key in the door, or did she take it?
No, it's in the door.
Right. Then I'd better ring.
You know, I think I'm going to faint.
Oh, here, give me your hand. There, that's it. Now, just lean forward. Come on now, head well down. Mrs. Sands, hand me some of that water, will you?
Yes, of course.
There you are. You feeling better, Miss Gardner?
Little.
Well, here, take another sip. You're not looking too good either, Mrs. Sands.
No brandy here, I suppose?
Well, probably is somewhere.
She'll be here fairly soon, I should think.
Who did you talk to?
Lord knows. Dialed 999.
Shouldn't we have called a doctor?
I'm not a medical man, but I can assure you she's dead.
Oh, look, would you mind if I went next door?
Oh, here, give me your arm.
Yes, thank you.
Can you manage?
Yes, it's all right. Come along, Miss Gardner. Just lean on me.
Well, what do we do, Fletcher? Mrs. Bayliss? Leave it at the table?
Yes, should for the time being. Looks like some sort of seizure.
Yes. Her throat's all swollen.
You know, I think I'll go next door, too, if you don't mind.
I'll take the tray and fix some coffee.
Good idea. And make it black and strong.
Do you want them in yet, sir?
No, not for a moment, Sergeant. How are they behaving?
The usual war cry. How long will they be kept waiting? Especially the distinguished-looking one, Kendall. Gather he writes for some newspaper.
Obviously, Treves, you don't read the Chronicle. He writes the gossip column.
Well, this will give him something to gossip about, won't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Did you check whether Mrs. Bayliss had been moved?
No, at the table, as she is now. But that chap Fletcher had a look at her. He was certain she was dead.
You know, Treves, it's people being so certain about things that makes my hobby such a rewarding one.
Oh, conjuring, you mean, sir?
Yeah, what do you mind, Treves? Prestidigitation, sleight of hand, or the gentle art of deception. But conjuring, that's for kids' tea parties.
Well, you know what I meant, sir. I must say you were rather good at the last concert. Still can't figure out what happened to that pretty policewoman from B Division. I was certain she was still in that box.
As I said, it's people being so certain that helps the illusion.
I reckon you could turn professional.
Now, that wasn't the idea. Blood pressure, if you must know. Doctor's advice was to get myself a hobby.
By the way, sir, the constable posted outside. Want him left, sir?
For the time being.
Should think that's our chap, sir.
When the photographers are through, body down to the path lab. Then we'll have our friends in from next door.
One at a time, sir?
No, let's be sociable. A full gathering of the clans. Sorry to have kept you, ladies and gentlemen. Alkin's my name, Inspector, CID. I've briefly glanced through your statements, and I see no point for further questions at the moment. But I would be obliged if you'd all keep yourselves available, as I may need to talk to you again later on today. Well, now, if you've given your addresses and phone numbers to my sergeant, you can go.
Thank you.
Oh, Dr. Fletcher, could I have a word with you before you go, sir?
Certainly, Inspector.
I gather you're not a doctor of medicine, sir.
No, of science.
It seems an odd place to find someone like yourself at a séance. Doing some kind of research, were you?
No, I can't pretend that. Fact is, I lost my wife on a cruise some months back, on deck during rough weather. She fell overboard.
Ah, yes, I thought your face looked familiar. I remember the report.
Well, I'll make no bones. I'm struggling along on a tiny pension from the university. Wife had the money, not so much in cash, in jewellery. Had the stuff hidden away in some deposit box, but her handbag went with her when she fell overboard. Keys, papers, the lot. Went through the cottage from top to bottom when I got back, but nothing. Gave it up as a bad job. Then, a week or so back, I was reading the column that chap Kendall writes. He mentioned Mrs. Bayliss, medium with extraordinary gifts. Well, I don't know, I got to thinking to myself and seemed no harm in paying her a visit.
You really believed she'd make contact with your wife?
To tell you the truth, I don't know what I believed. Clutching at straws, I suppose. But somehow what's happened has sobered me up. I could kick myself for being such an idiot.
Yeah. Ah, come in, Treves.
A path report on Mrs. Bayliss.
You read it?
No, sir, it's addressed to you.
So? You'll never land in this chair without initiative, you know.
I'm not sure I want to, sir. 3 stripes suit me, sir. I prefer them to ulcers or high blood pressure.
You may have something. Go on, let's see what it says.
Good Lord.
Well?
Strangulation, sir.
What do you mean, strangulation?
Well, it's only a preliminary report, but it says firm pressure of the fingers had been applied to the thyroid cartilage, resulting in rapid insensibility and death.
Give it here.
Strangulation? If someone had throttled her, she'd have struggled, wouldn't she?
No, not necessarily. Might have been in a trance. Do you remember how she was sitting, hands firmly on the table in front of her?
Well, she wasn't the only one, was she? They were all sitting there with their hands firmly on the table.
Ah, come in, Miss Gardner.
Your sergeant rang me. Am I the first to arrive?
No, Mrs. Sands and Dr. Fletcher are here. Oh, before you go in, tell me, did you attend these seances regularly?
No, my first time ever.
Curiosity?
No, not exactly. I lost my brother about a week ago. After the funeral, some odd things happened at the house. Furniture was moved. Lewis was a friend of Mr. Kendall's, and I mentioned it to him. He thought Mrs. Bayliss might help. Looking back, it sounds so foolish. I suppose in a way it was curiosity. I don't know.
Are you feeling all right?
I'd be all right when I've sat down.
No, please, do go in. Oh, and I'd like a word with Mrs. Sands. Would you tell her?
Certainly.
You wanted me, Inspector?
Please. Is this your first visit to a seance?
No. I have been to others, but there are an awful lot of charlatans about.
And Mrs. Bayliss?
Well, I saw her the other day. It was remarkable. Accurate about so many things.
What things exactly?
About my late husband. He died in a car crash. I came to see her because losing someone can be a great shock. I don't think I've ever come to terms with it. He was much older than I was, but the only man I'd ever loved. And the thought that I'd never see or talk to him again nearly drove me out of my mind. Believing I might somehow kept me sane. Well, that's why I came along, in the hope of making some contact.
Thank you, Mrs. Sands. I'll be in a moment. Oh, Treves.
Yes, sir?
No sign of Kendall.
Not yet, sir.
You told him to come here, did you? To the flat?
Yes, I made it quite clear, though he wasn't too pleased.
Where the devil is he?
Sure I've seen that Mrs. Sands somewhere before, sir.
I know, she's pretty, but you won't use that line on her, will you?
No, seriously, I recognize her from somewhere.
Very likely. Former Olympic discus thrower.
You don't say. Oh, that's probably Kendall now.
No, I'll let him in. Hello, Mr. Kendall. Gather we put you out, sir.
Not me, my editor.
Oh, we're trying not to keep you long. Straight ahead, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
Right, thank you.
I shall need you, Treves, to go in too.
Right, sir.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I regret having to bring you back here, but I'm afraid it's necessary for me to go over your statements in greater detail.
That sounds rather ominous, Inspector.
Does it? Well, it wasn't meant to. Well, now, to start with, you all arrived about 4.
Yes, within a few minutes of each other.
Did the séance begin immediately?
No, Mrs. Bayliss brought in a tray of coffee and we stood around chatting.
Then she suggested we begin, and we all sat around. Well, there was a table here.
Yes, what's happened to it?
I've gone down to the lab, sir.
Now, Miss Gardner, you were saying you all sat around the table.
Yes.
Well, perhaps we could use this table here.
You want us to come across?
If you would.
Sit, do we?
In a moment. Now, we'll take it that Mrs. Bayliss was sitting here. Now, who was on her left?
I was, Inspector.
Then would you sit there, Mrs. Sands?
Certainly.
I was on Mrs. Bayliss's right.
Good.
And I sat next to Dr. Fletcher.
If you would. And I gather you, Mr. Kendall, sat between the ladies.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Sergeant.
Not at all, sir.
Now, who'll take the story up from there? Mrs. Sands?
I'm trying to think.
Well, she briefly explained the routine, said she preferred to conduct the seance in the dark, less distracting. She switched on the lights and drew the curtains.
Do that, Treves, would you? I'd like you to stand in for Mrs. Bayliss.
Very well, sir.
Then we all sat down, and she locked the door.
She left the key in the lock.
It was there when I opened up later.
Door's locked, sir.
And then she switched off the light and put on the radiogram.
No, don't put off the light, Treves, but switch on the gram. Is that the music?
Yes, she always used that.
And then she sat down.
Yes.
All right, Treves.
Right, sir.
What happened then?
Well, she asked us to put our hands on the table.
Yes, she said with the tips of our fingers touching our neighbours.
Now, would you all do that, please?
Yes.
You as well, Treves.
Sir.
I see. So you are all, as it were, linked in a circle.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Fletcher, perhaps you'd go on from there.
Well, she said something about temperature dropping, and I must say it did get colder. Then she started breathing rather heavily.
She didn't move her hands.
No, not during the entire seance. Mrs. Sands will confirm that, I'm sure.
Yes, I was touching her hands from the moment we sat down.
Who put on the light?
I did.
And the moment Kendall switched on, I could see something was wrong. Kendall mentioned her neck was swollen, so I went straight to the phone.
Actually, you called the police before I mentioned that to you, Doctor.
Did I? Well, probably. It's difficult to remember the exact sequence of events.
Now, when the doctor was telephoning, you all remained in here?
Yes, Miss Gardner felt ill. We gave her some water.
And you, Mr. Kendall?
Well, when Dr. Fletcher returned, Mrs. Sands helped Miss Gardner next door. I took the tray and washed up a few cups and made some fresh coffee.
When you went to the telephone, Doctor, you're certain this door was still locked?
Positive.
Now, the rest of my questions can be addressed to you all. From the moment Mrs. Bayliss put out the light, did anyone, for any reason, leave the table?
No. But it's simple enough to confirm, Inspector. We could all feel each other's hands. No one could get up without someone knowing.
Yet someone did. I'm afraid someone did leave the table. The pathologist's report states that Mrs. Bayliss's death was due to strangulation.
But that's impossible.
Strangulation, Devil, it's ludicrous.
I'll be serious.
From the preliminary report, she was strangled from behind and died in a matter of seconds.
Oh, really, Inspector? This is
Forgive me,
ridiculous.
Mrs. Sands, if I may say something, Inspector.
Of course, sir.
And I'm sure I speak for all of us. You've stated that Mrs. Bayliss's death was unnatural.
That's correct, sir.
Then it's apparent you consider someone here responsible.
Have I said that, sir?
Now, the implication's quite clear. Now, in spite of your pathologist's report, the idea of murder is utterly absurd. And as for strangulation, completely impossible. After all, who would commit such a crime, even in the dark, with other people present?
Hardly an everyday occurrence, I agree, sir. But in spite of its absurdity, my duty is quite clear. To investigate the death of Mrs. Bayliss.
Investigate to your heart's content, providing we're not kept here indefinitely.
I second that. The idea's absurd. Now, I've got a column to finish, and I'd like to get back to my office.
I can't detain any of you, of course.
Well, that's a relief.
Yes.
But I must ask you all
I
to...
know, Inspector. Keep ourselves available for further questioning.
If you would, sir.
We can go now, Inspector.
Yes, Miss Gardner.
Oh, if you do need me, Inspector, remember it takes me at least an hour from East Rawsley.
I will.
No, after you, Mrs. Sands.
Ah, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, Mr. Kendall, before you go, you've been to one of these gatherings before.
Well, several times. I knew Mrs. Bayliss socially.
For how long?
For a number of years. Matter of fact, I owed her a great deal. In fact, through her, I got my first break as a columnist. Gave me an introduction through a client of hers. What's happened has shaken me up rather badly.
Tell me, did you believe she was genuine?
I never had any reason to doubt her.
I see.
Oh. There was,
Yes, Mr. Kendall?
Oh, nothing. It's just I've suddenly remembered something. I don't know why I didn't mention it before. Something Miss Gardner said to me.
Yes?
About cigar smoke.
Cigar smoke?
Yes, well, some odd things happened at her house. Anyway, during the séance, she asked me if I could smell cigar smoke.
And could you?
Yes, I think I did.
Was Dr. Fletcher smoking?
No, I don't believe so.
Excuse me a moment. Treves,
Yes, sir?
everyone left?
All gone towards the lift, sir.
Well, get him back in here, would you? And hurry.
I'm afraid I couldn't catch Miss Gardner, sir. Got Mrs. Sands and Dr. Fletcher.
Oh, I'm sorry to have to trouble you again.
I'm getting used to it.
Mr. Kendall mentioned that during the séance, Miss Gardner said something about cigar smoke.
Yes, I did hear some whispering going on, and I think I did smell cigars.
How about you, Mrs. Sands?
Yes, now you mention it. In fact, you've reminded me of something else. Just after the séance started, Miss Gardner reacted rather strangely, with a sort of gasp, as though she'd been...
Yeah?
Well, it's difficult to explain, really. Frightened, I suppose, yes. Yes, as though she'd had a bad scare.
All gone, have they, Treves?
Yes, sir. Sorry I couldn't catch Miss Gardner.
Well, never mind that for the moment. What do you make of this?
It's a button off a jacket, isn't it?
Yes.
Where'd you find it, sir?
In the fringe of the carpet, near where the table was standing.
Well, neither of the men had a button missing, did they?
No. Anyway, this is grey. They both wore dark suits.
It's off a sports jacket, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But no one could have got into the room, sir. Door was locked, key on the inside. Couldn't get in from the hall. Windows were bolted, too.
Yeah, anyway, it was daylight. Couldn't come through the curtains. And besides, we're on the 4th floor and there are no fire escapes. No, Treves. It was someone round that table.
But if their hands were on the table, fingers touching, can't see how anyone could have strangled her.
I agree, providing their hands remained on the table.
How do you prove that, sir?
Well, the boys in the lab might. Now, before we do anything else, we're going back to the yard.
You did say egg and tomato, didn't you, sir?
Did I? Well, I'm afraid I've lost my appetite since then.
Sorry, sir. Canteen was chock-a-block, had to queue.
No, it's not you, Treves. Been chatting with the pathologist. She was strangled, all right. Visited the morgue. 9 very distinct bruises round her throat.
No wonder you've lost your appetite.
Oh, I'm used to that. No, it's the lab report on this damn table. Now, drop that stuff and come over here. I want to show you something. Now, take a look at the surface of this table. Everyone's hands were probably moist, so the boys used aluminium powder. Adheres well and reflects the prints beautifully.
Ah, yes.
Now, this pair belongs to Mrs. Bayliss. These are Fletcher's, those Miss Gardner's, Kendall's, and Mrs. Sands. Good specimens, aren't they?
But where'd you get their prints from? We didn't take them.
Wake up, Treves, the statement forms.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to make a print of my own. There. Quite visible, even without the powder. Now, even in broad daylight, if I tried to put my finger back in the exact place, I couldn't possibly do it without smudging the print. Look. You see? It's just a mess. If anyone at that séance had lifted their hands and then replaced them, and remember, they were in the dark, there'd be a double set of prints or a badly smudged set. No one could possibly have taken their hands off that table even for a fraction of a second.
But how was it done?
Oh, well, let's forget that for a moment, shall we? What puzzles me now is the motive. With the exception of Kendall, the other 3 all suffered a bereavement quite recently, and all in rather odd circumstances. Miss Gardner's brother, phenobarbital. Fletcher's wife falls overboard. Mrs. Sands' husband dies in a car crash.
Accidents, all of them.
But supposing they weren't?
You mean...
Yes, I do. Supposing one of these deaths wasn't an accident, and Mrs. Bayliss had an inkling of the truth, and not necessarily by clairvoyance. Well, that might give one of those 3 a motive, wouldn't it?
Would you mind if I have my coffee, sir?
Yeah, go on. We'll make it snappy. We're going across to Miss Gardner's. Miss Gardner! Miss Gardner! Go on, Treves. Turn the handle.
Good Lord. She's out cold.
It's all right. She's just fainted. I'll open the window. You get some water from the basin.
Yes, sir. I say, sir, do you smell it?
If you mean the cigar smoke, yes, I do. Let's have the glass. Miss Gardner?
Oh.
Here, steady now. Sip this.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get it up on the chair, Treves. Now, don't worry, Miss Gardner. Just hang on.
Oh, thank you.
Now, how are you feeling?
I'll be all right. How did you get in here?
Through the back. We guessed something was wrong. And what happened, Miss Gardner?
When I got back, I noticed a light in here. There was a strong smell of cigar smoke. As I came in, that wardrobe door suddenly swung open. Well, the shock, I must have fainted. Some odd things happened here on the day of the funeral.
Well, for the moment, I'm more interested in what happened at the séance. Now, what's all this about cigar smoke?
I smelt it. It was as though someone blew the smoke near my face.
Is that what frightened you? Mrs. Sands said she heard you gasp.
No, that wasn't the smoke.
Then what was it?
When one repeats these things, it sounds so foolish. But when Mrs. Bayliss said that she felt a presence, I had the distinct impression that Lewis was in the room. You see, I heard him cough.
Sure it wasn't Kendall or Dr. Fletcher?
No. Lewis suffered with his chest. His cough was as distinctive as his voice. Besides, it didn't come from round the table. It was from the far side of the room.
Now, this wardrobe door, you say it swung open?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The spring's gone on this latch.
But no one's been near it for days.
I see your brother's clothes are still here.
Yes.
When did he last visit Mrs. Bayliss?
Oh, 2-3 weeks ago.
Was he wearing this grey tweed jacket?
That shooting jacket? No, he hasn't worn that for years. He used to go shooting a great deal up in Scotland, but he hasn't been since his accident.
Accident?
Yes, the gun went off, and he lost a finger on his right hand.
You're looking very pensive, Treves.
Am I, sir? I can't get over what Miss Gardner said about that finger missing from her brother's hand. And that path report. Only 9 bruises on Mrs. Baylis's throat.
Think we're chasing a ghost, huh?
Well, it's crazy, I know, sir. But no one could have got into that room. And all the hands were on the table. And then there's that button. It was off Louis Gardner's jacket, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And that cigar smoke without a trace of ash. I've got to admit there's something peculiar somewhere.
No, I'm not denying that, Treves.
And finally, that cough she said she heard. Did she imagine it?
Well, first thing in the morning, I want you to check with the others. By phone, if you like. And while you're doing that, I think I'll concentrate on the late Mrs. Baylis. Good morning, Treves. Been on to our friends?
Yes, sir. They were a bit uncertain to start with, but they all seemed to remember someone coughing, and neither of the gents.
So, you still think the late Louis Gardner's our man, huh?
Well, I might, but even a ghost needs a motive.
Oh, I believe I can supply you with that.
Huh?
There were a couple of letters in Mrs. Baylis's handbag from Gardner, versed in rather passionate terms. Seems he was keen on her, but she turned him down.
I suppose that accounts for his heavy drinking.
Probably. Also, gives Miss Gardner a motive, wouldn't it?
How do you mean, sir?
Very fond of her brother. Blames Mrs. Baylis for his death. Revenge. Simple enough. After all, everything that happened at her place, cigar smoke, furniture, the button, could have been her doing. She arranged it so she could get along to the seance.
But strangulation is a bit difficult for a woman.
No, it isn't strength that's required. Merely firmness of grip. You know, the trouble is, if she was fond of her brother, she'd hardly shift the blame in his direction.
You mean someone's done that deliberately?
Well, I don't believe in ghosts, Treves. Nor clairvoyance, for that matter.
But everyone was so impressed by Mrs. Baylis.
Good actress, it's all part of the game. Charm, modesty, a fair bit of research, and some inspired guesswork.
You can't be certain of that, sir.
I'm positive, Treves. Also found a note from her broker. She'd come a cropper on the stock exchange.
Really?
It's extraordinary, isn't it? For someone who's clairvoyant. And that's not all. You remember Fletcher telling us about the drop in temperature during the seance?
Yes, it was pretty nippy when we got there.
I'm not surprised. The radiators had been turned off.
Really, sir?
And her prints were on the valves. Now, she'd obviously closed them before the seance began. No, that woman was a downright fraud. My guess is she knew something and had to be silenced. Now, the next step is to discover what she knew. Fraud can lead to blackmail. I want you to check her bank account and then get back here as soon as possible.
I think I've struck oil, sir. Take a look at this bank statement. A few small amounts paid in from Fletcher, Mrs. Sands, and Miss Gardner.
Consultation fees, I should think.
But look at these 2 other amounts. From Kendall. In the last fortnight, a total of £300.
Ah, interesting. Well, I think I'll pop along to Fleet Street. And then I'm going down to Rawsley to see Fletcher. Meantime, you check the reports of Mrs. Sands' car accident.
Well, there's no mystery about it, Inspector, as I told you earlier. She was a good friend. She'd had some bad luck on the stock exchange and asked me for a loan.
Twice in a fortnight?
Well, they sound odd, but that's how it was.
The 2 amounts were just loans.
You're not suggesting that Mrs. Baylis extorted it from me, are you?
It just seems rather a large amount. 300?
Well, it may have been on my salary, but my novel's on its 3rd reprint. Royalties are rolling in, and there's talk of film rights.
I'm surprised you're still here, sir.
Huh?
With the paper. I thought you'd take your typewriter and find a warmer climate.
Oh, you know how it is. Fleet Street gets in your blood.
Sure you won't join me in a brandy, Inspector?
No, thank you, Doctor. Teetotal, though not through choice. Now, this may seem totally irrelevant, but I wonder if you'd mind telling me about your wife's accident.
What? Oh. Well, there's really not much to tell. She went up on deck, gale blowing. I warned her, but she was a bit stubborn, never listened. Anyway, the ship must have lurched, and over she went.
Were you on deck at the time?
No.
Who gave the alarm?
As it happens, I did. I came up on deck to look for her, saw her coat lying by the rails. Ship was moving rather fast. By the time the boats were lowered, there was no sign of her. No one knows quite what happened.
Did Mrs. Baylis come up with anything?
No, not when I saw her. Thought we might learn something at the seance. Which reminds me, the day I first saw Mrs. Baylis, I met Mrs. Sands by the lift. Seemed rather upset. Don't know why I'm mentioning it, only it did puzzle me at the time.
God, that traffic from Rawsley.
See Kendall and Fletcher?
Yes, I saw them. Can't say I'm much the wiser. Kendall says he was alone, though she might have been blackmailing him. As for Fletcher, he could have pushed his wife overboard. Certainly some friction there. Though I can't see how Mrs. Bayliss would have known. How did you get on? Check that report?
Yes, sir. The Sands were married a year or so ago. Husband some 20 years older. The accident occurred on Kenworth Hill. Hell of a drop. Both jumped. He died instantly, left for a small fortune, 5 figures.
Who was driving?
He was, apparently.
You don't sound too sure.
Neither was the coroner. They shared the car, and her keys were in the ignition. And she said he'd forgotten his, so he borrowed hers. Anyway, they brought in a verdict of accidental death.
Do forgive me for troubling you again, Mrs. Sands.
Still more questions?
Well, not exactly routine this time.
Oh?
I understand you were somewhat distressed when you left Mrs. Bayliss the other day.
Dr. Fletcher's been talking, has he?
Well, these things have a habit of coming out. What happened to upset you?
When I saw Mrs. Bayliss, we touched on some unhappy associations.
The motor accident?
Yes.
You discussed it with her?
It was hardly necessary. She appeared so knowledgeable, it was quite alarming.
Alarming? In what way?
Well, what I meant was frightening. She seemed to know, well, as much as I did.
She could have read the newspaper reports.
Very possibly. Anyway, it upset me. Talking about it does. So, unless it's absolutely necessary, I'd rather not discuss it further.
Treves, what happened to the constable? Didn't we post one outside the flat?
Sorry, sir. Thought it was just for 24 hours. I think he was here until tea time.
Never mind. Right now, let's have the lights on. You know, Treves, when I saw Hilary Sands, she greeted me in a sweater and slacks.
That was nice for you, sir.
Never realized it, but she's certainly powerfully built, isn't she?
Well, a discus thrower she needs to be. You know, sir, while you were down there, I got an idea about this strangulation. Now, here's the table. Now, supposing Fletcher and Hilary Sands were in league. They were sitting either side of Mrs. Bayliss. Now, if Fletcher used his left and Mrs. Sands her right, they could lift one hand off the table, strangle her together, and no one would be any the wiser.
Good try. But the path report said she'd been strangled from behind. Finger marks on the front of the neck. If they'd reached out, their hands would be the wrong way round. Now, they were sitting in this order. Fletcher, Miss Gardner, Kendall, Hilary Sands.
But who?
Yes, who? People talk far too much, Treves. Maybe Mrs. Bayliss did know the truth about one of them.
I still can't see how anyone could leave that table without someone else knowing. It's impossible.
But the impossible is the stock in trade of every illusionist. He makes what can be done look as though it can't. Sometimes the idea is so simple you could kick yourself.
What about that button? Doesn't that point to Miss Gardner?
Not necessarily. Someone could have broken in and stolen it, moved the furniture and puffed a bit of cigar smoke about.
Yes, but if someone lit a cigar during the séance, everyone would have seen it.
It could have been lit during coffee and tucked away in the palm of the hand. That requires little skill. The idea was to create the impression that Lewis Gardner returned from beyond.
But the cough. Now, don't tell me our murderer's a ventriloquist, too. There are no hidden microphones or loudspeakers.
No, but hang on, there is, isn't there?
What's that?
In the radiogram. Treves, come over here, would you? Sit in this chair. Ah, that's it. Now, put your hands firmly on the table.
Right, sir.
Good. Now, I'm going to grip your throat and pull you back into the position that Mrs. Bayliss was found.
Charming.
Now, you ready?
Go ahead, sir.
Right. Now, there we are. Now, look at your hands. There's been a slight movement towards the edge of the table. Your prints are smudged.
But her prints on the table were perfect.
Exactly. When her hands were placed on the table, she'd already been strangled. She was already dead.
But she didn't start conducting the séance till she sat down.
The illusion, my boy, the illusion. Hand me those statements from the case. Yeah. Ah, thought so. We've details of everything that happened except one.
What's that?
No one seems to have switched the radiogram off. Or whoever did never mentioned it. And I think I know why. Whoever went to the gram swapped records.
But when we had it on earlier, they said it was the same.
They said the music was the same, but I'll stake my pension the record on that turntable wasn't the one used during the séance.
But there are no other large records here, sir.
Then it's been hidden somewhere.
Not in this room, sir. The boys almost took it apart. Besides, a 12-inch record. You can't very well palm that, can you?
Depends. Now, let's see. Of course. Simple. The coffee tray.
The coffee tray?
Yes, they had coffee. The tray was in here. In the confusion, all someone would have to do is slip it underneath the tray and carry it into the kitchen. Well, come on, Treves. We can soon see if I'm right.
I've tried all the cupboards on this side.
Then look for a gap.
A gap?
Between one of the cupboards and the wall.
There's quite a space here, sir.
Right. Now, just let me probe with this pencil. Something there. Yes. Here we are.
Good Lord, you're right, sir.
Well, don't sound so surprised. Ah, that's something. All in one piece. Now, let's get back to that radiogram. Now, unless I'm mistaken, we'll hear Mrs. Bayliss any moment now.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to my next instructions carefully. I want you to raise your hands and place them firmly on the table in front of you.
There. What did I tell
The tips
you?
of your fingers touching your neighbours. And the couple either
I
side of
get
you
it
will
now,
touch
sir.
my hands to form a complete
She was
circle.
killed the moment the lights went out and before
When
they
you have
put
done
their
this,
hands on the
Do
table.
not move
Yeah.
or raise your hands.
How could anyone bring the record into the
Now
flat
let us-
without someone seeing them?
Oh, easy enough. Under
may
the arm,
notice the
with a
slight
coat
drop in
draped
one
over it.
This invariably indicates a presence. But please, whatever happens, remain calm and relaxed. Yes. I think. Yes. I think I feel a presence.
There's the cough. And that was made at a previous seance. Probably on a miniature tape recorder and then put onto disc.
But who?
Now, first things first. Let's put this record back where we found it. And then I want you to call the yard and get some men along as soon as possible. It's been dark for nearly an hour. Whoever hid that record will be back for it. And pretty sharpish. Everything arranged, Treves?
Well, I gave them your message. Can't guarantee how soon they'll be here.
Switch off the light. Come in here. Join me in the pantry.
Phew, sour milk. That's one thing I can't abide. Sour milk.
Well, you're going to have to put up with it, aren't you?
You think I could get a transfer to traffic division?
Quiet.
Whoever turns up, how'll they get in? Door's locked.
Shouldn't think that'll stop our murderer.
Well, what'll we...
Heard something.
Blimey, it's got that open.
It's not a murmur. Found what you're looking for? Mr. Kendall?
What the?
Ah, I see you have. You won't mind if I take that record, will you?
I certainly do mind, Inspector.
You won't have to break it, Kendall. We've already heard it, my sergeant and I.
We certainly have.
Oh. Oh, I see. Then there wouldn't be much point, would there? It's all on record, so to speak.
I'm afraid so. I was right. Extortion.
No, Inspector. You may not believe this. I did loan her the money. I killed her for quite a different reason.
I shouldn't say anything now, sir.
Well, hardly matters now, does it? The fact is that when she got me that introduction, it wasn't just out of the kindness of her heart. For years I've supplied her with society gossip, intimate details, confidential chit-chat. I've used newspaper files, early photographs. That's how she built her reputation. Well, after the success of the novel, I wanted to quit. Then her source would have dried up. She threatened to write her memoirs. I'd have been exposed as her accomplice. Every door would have been closed to me. Would have ruined me professionally. It was Gardner's death gave me the idea. Well, now what? Isn't this the point where the guilty party makes a dash for the door?
Do, by all means, sir.
Right.
Yes, a constable at each end of the corridor.
I might have known.
Phew, sir. Thought he was going to give us the slip. How'd you guess the boys had arrived?
Oh, didn't you know, Treves? I'm psychic.
Guardian Angel by Philip Levene.
London Airport. Hundreds of bods all waiting to fly here or there. Though I don't suppose their trip's half as urgent as mine is. The quicker I'm out of here, the better, believe me. Don't fancy another spell in Wandsworth. 2 years last time. Whenever I come out of jug, I say, Ernie, that's me name, Ernie Wright. Ernie, you are going straight. Well, I hadn't been out a couple of weeks when I see this advert in the newspaper. Wanted, it said, security guard. Apply in writing to Boswell Stores. Well, if something needs guarding, who better than me? I heard later it was like this. Mr. Boswell, he owns this chain of shops, comes tearing into his office in a right state. Well, it's only a small office, just him and his secretary, Miss Porter. Now, she's something. Heart misses a beat every time I think about her. Anyway, as I said, he comes tearing in a hell of a state.
Miss Porter! Miss Porter!
Mr. Boswell, whatever's the matter?
Never I'd live to see the day. Damn scoundrels, whole week's takings, at least 1,100.
What, there's been a robbery?
Aye, Perkins, manager of the Avenue branch. Cush.
Oh, no.
No one to blame it myself. Should have had a proper guard. A man like Perkins, he's no match for bandits.
But you're insured, aren't you?
Aye, but it's a hell of a business claiming. Takes months for they pay up. Anyway, I made up my mind. No member of this staff will transport cash in future. I'll have a guard to collect it from all 10 shops.
But it's terribly expensive. We had a circular some months back, and it might cost anything between £30 and £40 a week.
Much is that? I tell you what, I'll employ my own guard, ex-policeman or something.
He'll have to be trustworthy.
Oh, that's easy enough. Take references and double-check 'em. But first thing we better do is advertise. Aye, we'll put an advert in both evening papers.
And he did. And that's when I saw it. Wanted security guard. Well, I was living in Kilburn, so I went back to my digs and wrote off in my best handwriting. But of course, for a job like this, I knew they'd want references, and they'd be bound to check them. So I invested all the cash I had in a little temporary office in Holborn, complete with telephone. Then I got a pal of mine to print off some letter headings. Atlas Security Service. So when Boswell's applied for a reference, I'd write me own. After all, who knows my character better than I do? Well, by the time they answered my letter, I had everything set. I was requested to call at Boswell's office at 11 o'clock the following morning. I was there at 5:02.
Come in. Yes?
Good morning, miss. My name is Wright, Ernest Wright. I've an appointment with Mr. Boswell.
Oh, yes. Please take a chair, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, just a few particulars.
Of course.
Your age?
31.
Now, I've got your address on your letter. Yes, here we are. 21 Meadows Road, Kilburn, NW3.
Yes. What is the job exactly?
Oh, mainly to transport the takings from our 10 branches to the bank each Friday.
Suits me fine.
Oh, you're not the only applicant. 3 other men have applied for the job.
Oh, really?
Yes. The others are all ex-policemen. Have you had any experience with the force?
Yes. I mean, no. No, not exactly.
Oh, dear. Mr. Boswell was particularly looking for someone with police experience.
I've been 7 years with the Atlas Security Service, transporting cash, valuables, diamonds, that sort of thing.
The letter we sent you, did you bring it with you?
Yes. Yeah, got it here somewhere. In my wallet. Oh, sorry. Upset the lot now.
Well, this looks like ours.
Yes, that's it.
And these are yours.
Thanks.
Are you still with the Atlas Security Service?
Yes.
They'll supply you with a reference?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I expect they will.
Then I'd better have their phone number.
Viaduct 3737.
Well, I think I'd better ask them if they will supply a reference. It's most important. Oh, dear, it's engaged.
Yes, usually are. The guards are always phoning in, you see.
Well, perhaps it would be better if I write to them.
Yeah, I should. Better to have things in writing, isn't it?
Oh, I agree.
It must get a bit lonely for you here on your own.
Well, whoever gets the job will keep me company from now on.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't think it'll be me.
Why not?
I'm not the lucky sort. What I mean is, whenever I'm up for anything decent, it's always the other bloke that gets it. Yeah, it's been like that since I left school.
Your luck could change.
Doubt it. Afraid I haven't got a guardian angel.
Haven't you? Yes, Mr. Boswell.
Mr. Wright here.
Yes, just arrived.
Fine. Send him in, will you?
Certainly, Mr. Boswell. You can go in now, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
And good luck.
I'll need it.
Well, into the office I went, though I wasn't with Boswell long. Eyed me up and down, asked me the usual questions and said he'd let me know. He called in Miss Porter, and to be honest, I thought I'd had it. But she gave me a smile. And, well, maybe I did have a guardian angel after all. Anyway, my curiosity got the better of me, so I listened by the office door.
That's the last one, is it, Miss Porter?
Yes, Mr. Boswell.
Well, which one do you fancy?
Me?
Yes, I trust your judgment.
Oh, it's rather difficult to choose.
What about Conway, the ex-inspector?
Yes, I liked him. But frankly, I think he's looking for something better in administration.
Oh, do you? Then it's between that other policeman, Miller, and that chap I've just seen. What's his name?
Wright. Ernest Wright.
Miller's about 6'4", isn't he? And 20 years on the force. I think I prefer him.
Oh, yes, I agree he has a good background. But Mr. Wright's been with the Atlas Security Service. And he's quite experienced.
Yes, but I think I prefer the policeman. He's a much bigger chap.
Ah, that may be a disadvantage, you know.
Oh, what way?
Well, do you think it's a good idea to have someone who looks like a security guard? No, I think I'd prefer a man who's less obvious.
Yes, I think you've got something there, Miss Porter. Good point. Have you checked his references?
Oh, not yet, but I'll write off this afternoon.
Double check by phone, won't you? You'll be earning a lot of cash. We can't take any chances.
All right, Mr. Boswell.
See what I mean? If it hadn't been for Miss Porter, I'd never have got the job. But first things first. Next morning, I was at the Holborn office, and sure enough, there was Boswell's letter asking for a reference. Well, I managed to borrow a typewriter and bashed out a smashing reference. You know, in the 7 years he has been with us, he has proved trustworthy and reliable, and we do not hesitate to recommend him for any post. Yeah, well, you know the guff. I signed myself J. Walker and posted it off that evening. It'd be in the morning mail. And I guessed, too, that the moment it arrived, Miss Porter would pick up the phone and ring the Holborn office. As you may have guessed, I'd left the receiver off when she called the first time. But anyway, I got there early to wait for the call. And sure enough, a few minutes after 9, the phone rang.
Atlas Security Service, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Could I speak to the director, please?
Oh, who should I say is calling?
Boswell Stores.
One moment. Hello, Walker here.
Oh, Mr. Walker, I'm Mr. Boswell's secretary. We wrote to you for a reference for one of your employees, Ernest Wright.
Oh, yes, of course. Haven't you had our reply?
Oh, yes, it arrived this morning. I just wanted to confirm his length of service.
Let me see. 7 years, and I can assure you we are very sorry to lose him. But I never stand in a man's way.
Oh, well, thank you for replying so promptly.
Not at all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Whew. When I put down that phone, I was in a right sweat. But sure enough, I had a letter from Boswell next morning. The job was mine. Well, I started at the beginning of this week. They got me a small van, and my first collection was today, Friday. There were 10 shops all told, and the gross takings were about 8,000 quid. And all I'd have to do was collect it. Talk about taking candy from a... Well, although I must admit I did have a conscience about Miss Porter. We got on so well, we did. Sweet. She really was. Not exactly pretty, but, well, the sort of girl a bloke could settle down with, if you know what I mean. I remember yesterday I was fixing the tea.
Dash of milk and 1 spoonful.
Oh, thanks, Ernie.
Miss Porter?
Sally.
Yeah, well, Sally, maybe I'm sticking my neck out, but what would you say if I asked you to a flick, cinema?
I don't know. Ask.
Well, will you?
Love to. But not this week. I'm doing up the flat. You could try next week.
Next week, she said. But I wouldn't be there next week. I'd planned to scarper with the cash on Friday, and that's today. And maybe it's just as well. those eyes. Oh, they did something to me. Well, I left the office about 11:30 and started my tour of the shops. By 1 o'clock, I'd done the rounds and had 8,000 quid in the back of the van. And now it's in this briefcase. And here I am at London Airport waiting to skedaddle. And make no mistake, I feel awful about it. Yes, I do. But my plane's due any second, so it's time I was moving.
You going somewhere, Ernie?
Yeah, Sally. Miss Porter.
I'm not going to ask what's in that briefcase. I think I can guess.
Look, Sally, I just don't know what to say. I guess I was tempted. I must say, I don't know how you got onto me, though.
You're such a careless criminal, Ernie.
What?
First, you posted that reference from Kilburn.
What?
A Northwest 3 postmark. Your Holborn office was WC2, wasn't it?
Oh.
Then you said you'd been with Atlas Security Service for 7 years, and they're not even listed in the telephone directory.
Oh, that wasn't very bright, was it?
Though, to be honest, I knew the day you arrived for your interview.
You did?
Yes. That envelope you dropped out of your wallet, it was marked DPAS, wasn't it? Discharged Prisoners' Aid Society.
Yet you still let me get the job?
Well, how do you think I recognise those initials? I've been discharged too.
You?
From Holloway. You don't think I'm working here for the salary Boswell pays, do you? I've been waiting for the right moment too.
You what? Then why don't we go off together?
With £8,000? And how long would that last? Oh, no, Ernie. Let's bide our time till Christmas week.
Christmas week?
I'd say the take-ins should be at least 30,000.